pull out the bolt right there. Seat comes out. Gives you access to your, that's your negative terminal. And then your positive is on that side, straight down. It's covered right now by a plastic shroud, but we'll get to that. We are on the right side of the bike. Got an Allen key in here to remove this cover. Looks like it's a 9/64. So I already loosened this one, but we'll back this out. It's an Allen key, and the battery's behind this cover. Loose on that side, and then on this side it has like a rubber grommet that just pushes in. See that little metal nipple? It just pushes in. Just kind of friction fit it. Pull that off. Normally I have a towel to lay it on. You don't want it to get banged up. I'll put it up here on the seat. Flip it this way. Keep your two Allen bolts. Don't lose those. I should have moved the bike over so I could kneel down a little bit better, but it is what it is. Here we are. Alright, so this is the negative terminal, and that's a Phillips. I already have one. Gonna loosen that. Bolts, don't lose them. Disconnect the battery. I'm going to pull this down and out of the way. It stays right there. Alright, let's see what else is in the way. This little piece of plastic. It's a little cover. It covers your wiring, so it looks like it clips in right there and right there. So just a small piece of plastic. We'll move that. Use that as a little bowl to hold the nuts and the washers as they come out. Let's see. So batteries here. Has this plastic housing we got to get to. Looks like there's a clip here. I'm gonna pull that back. I don't think I'm ready to pull it out just yet though. Gonna unclip this harness. Let me see, how does this work? Unclip. Open that up. Remove these wires, kind of tuck them out of the way for now. We'll retuck them in there when I get back to it, putting it back together. But for now, there we go. Move them out of the way. Let's see. On the battery box housing, there's a little clip down here. I'm gonna disconnect that. And then we're gonna reach in through the top and pull this one back, kind of lifting it up. Pull it back with these two fingers and then lift it up. I'm holding the phone with my other hand, so I can't really get in there, but there it goes. Lift it. That's all loose. Once again, pull these wires to the side. Pull this housing. What's it being held in by? Actually, I don't think it's being held in by anything. I think it's just angle. Let me see. Oh, there is one clip back on this side. Not really a clip. more of a hook. So I'm gonna push it forward, push it into the bike, and then out. And there we go. Put it in towards the bike, and get it off that clip, and then pull it out. There it goes. Sorry, my finger got in the way for a second. Now this plastic housing comes out. Just kind of finagle it. There you go. So it was clipped in right here at the top, and then had that metal clip down here at the bottom, and then this was like hooked on in the back behind the battery. So pull that out. Let's remove that. All right, so that exposes our positive terminal back there. Before, this piece of plastic right here, it was covering it, so you wouldn't have access to it. But now that it's off, you could come in through the top. You see right down in there. Don't get electrocuted, hopefully. Back that out. I'm gonna try and leave that bolt on the cable, just so it's a little easier to put back together instead of trying to get my fingers in there. Doesn't really fit, but it's disconnected already. So the battery's in like a little tray. So you're gonna have to lift it up just a little bit and then slide it out towards you. So, and of course, there's no room to get your fingers in there and grab it properly. So you just kind of muscle your fingers in. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna try and C-clamp this in my hand. We'll grab a flathead to pry it up real quick. So I'm gonna use a flathead, just get under it and lift it up over that lip. The rustiest flathead I could find. So I lifted it up just a little bit. Now I can start shimmying it out. Alright. Oh, I should have brought my tripod out. That would probably made this a little easier. Let me think for a second. Put this negative one back in. Use my two fingers. Grab the battery. Push on it. There we go. Hold on, I think it's stuck. I'm out. Set you there. Set you. Hold on. There, give or take. Yeah, man. Oh, it's a pain in the butt. Hold on. Can't freaking grab this thing. I keep these little 550 cord loops on a lot of my keychains. But I bet you could grab this, put it on that negative bolt, lift it up. So, there we go. See? So we're sliding it out. So I just used a piece of rope, 550 cord, got it on that bolt, and I could lift it up and out. I actually think if I pull my dipstick out, That'll give me just a splash of clearance. And tuck those wires. Grab my little handle I made. Yeah, there we go. Push these wires down. Look at it. Check that out. Pull it out. Piece of string. 550 cord. I couldn't get my hands in there. It's too small. Fingers are too fat. But that's where it sits. The battery tray. I'm standing here. I'm just holding this battery. Like I said, I put that negative terminal bolt back in just so I could hook it, slide it out. There was no real leverage points, but just this little strand of 550 cord, just a little loop. I keep it on my keychains to tie them off to my belt loop while riding, so that worked well. Let me grab the other battery. I have a new one right here. So with the Street Bob, we're using the XTX20L. It's just the Duralast Gold. They actually run pretty good. I don't have too many issues with it. I just, in the off season, I don't ride it enough, or my trickle charger's not working, so something happened where this battery died. So I had to come get a new one. There's the new one. Bring this around. Like I said, I should have moved the bike over like 1.5 feet. It would have given me some more space on this side. That's alright though. I'm already committed. Already started this nonsense. Hey, I'm gonna put my dipstick back in. Or something terrible falls down there. I'm gonna have a bad time. Alright, so we got our negative here, and then our positive is on this side. In the back, you can see the tip of my finger. I left the bolt and washer in there, so hopefully I can slide it in and line them up so I don't have to try and do that from the top. These bikes are pretty tight. Can't really get your fingers into a lot of places, so try and set yourself up for some success. Save yourself a headache. So let's open the new box. It comes with its own nut and washer. And a couple bolts. I'm gonna use the old ones. They're fine. Slide this bad boy out. Kind of. It'd definitely be easier if I had my tripod in 2 hands, but here we are. Alright, so positive is obviously the P, or sorry, the plus. P for plus, and then M for minus, negative. So we're going to set it in that way. Push the positive side into the bike first, and hopefully get that positive terminal lined up. I have a flathead, or I'm sorry, Phillips in my pocket, ready to line up that other terminal and get it hooked up. So we'll see how it goes. Earlier I used a piece of string to pull the battery out. I don't think I'll need it to put it back in. We will see. So I can do this one-handed while holding you guys. Push these wires down. Kind of slide it in, Definitely get to a pinch point in the back. Your fingers get smashed, but that's okay. You got 10 of them. Kind of shimmy this thing around. Grab it this way. Ow. So it looks like it's snagged in that back corner, like the weight just dug it into the bottom of the tray. Let's see if I can't tilt it back and slide it in at the same time. That positive terminal is over there. It's not touching yet, so we're good. Not having no issues there. Let's see if I can't. There we go. I lifted it and then I pushed it in, and it looks like it dropped into that tray. It has to go a little bit further. Try and use my thumb to pull it towards me to lift it, then use my fingers to push at the same time. Come on, this top half, see? Yeah, it looks like it's catching right there. Like it's not fully down. Whew. Definitely be easier if I had been using my second hand, but whatever. Alright, I shimmied it out just a hair. I got 2 fingers into this battery. Shifted it up. Push it in. There it goes. See, now it's fully seated in the tray. So, we're good. I'm going to rehook the positive on that side. I'll show you why I left that bolt in there. I should be able to just do it from the top. Right here like this with the Phillips. Coming from the top. Hopefully get electrocuted. You guys will see all that. Alright, battery's fully seated. Negative still right here tucked out of the way. And all this housing, plastic crap has to go back in. So I'm going to rehook up the positive. Like I said, through the top. You can see the wire straight down. I might be able to jimmy it over a little bit. Oh, actually right there. Alright, we see? Look. The hole is directly underneath it. That's what I was saying. Leave that bolt in there. It'll be fine. Until it's not. And I missed the hole completely, so never mind. Don't listen to me. I don't know what I'm doing. Just kind of winging things, but I can't get my fingers in here. So now you have to jimmy this wire back. And look, see? That's what I didn't want, but oh, nice. You'd think that this Phillips would be magnetic to grab that, but it is not. Alright, let me go find another pair of, not another pair, but a stupid Phillip thing. This one looks to be discolored, so it's probably magnetic. Off to save the day. Alright, ready? Let's go in right here. Go boop. Nope, are you kidding me? Nice, nice. I dropped the bolts. Can't get it. This is magnetic. Alright. Let's go to find some really skinny needle nose. I will keep this though. Let's go over here. Check this. Come on. Where are my pliers? Some rusty needle nose. Maybe I could grab the stupid thing. Get electrocuted. One of the two. Stupid bolt. Cool, so getting on this side now. Cool. A lot of trouble for this little stupid bolt. Throw those down so I can never find them again. I'm gonna set you down for a second. Just for a second. You guys can kind of see what's going on. I need 2 hands though. So we're gonna line this up. Once again, I'm surprised it says it's magnetic. wonder if I could do it with the needle nose. Whenever I threw those down. It'd be terrible if they gave us space to actually work on this stuff. Alright, I'm gonna thread the needle with the needle nose. Get this positive terminal. Of course, that jumped out of the way. Okay. Alright, could probably work with that. Hold it like this. That's the positive. Don't get electrocuted. And I dropped it. Cool. Yep, that dropped all the way. Alright, I gotta pull the stupid battery back out so I can grab that bolt and start over. Oh, there it is right there. It's actually on top. Is this easier? Let me see. Hang on. Let's see if I can't do it from the other side. Figure out how to set you guys up for a minute. Should definitely get a tripod. Alright, you guys can see the terminal is slowly turning. Maybe I can work fast enough. This is two hands, so of course it works easier. And lined up. Got the Phillips on. I'm just gonna start turning and hope for the best. See? Everything's easier if you got two hands. You're not trying to film it. Think you guys seen that happen? If not, I got it in there with a pair of pliers, and then I got a pair of needle nose pliers, and then I got a Phillips on the back of it, and I was able to thread it on pretty quick before I had any issues. What I do need to see, I have a trickle charger on my bike, but I don't see it on my battery. I feel like I should see it. We're gonna pause for battery installation for like 3 seconds. Coming to this side, try and track this wire. It's for a trickle charger, but I feel like it doesn't work that well. Okay, never mind. I will track those wires at a later time. Alright, back to the battery. I'm going to get the old Phillips bolt. Tuck this negative terminal back under. Just gonna repeat everything. This will probably spark just a little bit. Nope, nothing. Line that up. Start threading it, coming from the top, and crank it down. Alright, now we're just going to reverse the order of all the nonsense we took off first. So, this plastic housing has these threaded nuts in there, and that's what holds your cover. So that way you're not looking at a battery and all the wires and your starter. Covers it up so you don't see any of it. In theory, you should be able to slide this back in. Get it up, push these wires down. Just kind of shimmy it along. It's pretty soft plastic, so not really worried about breaking anything. Alright, so there's that hook in this side. It has to go past and then pull towards me. And then there's this clip here that needs to go up and over. And then there's the spring metal clip down here that needs to catch. So as long as the battery's in the right spot, shouldn't have too many issues. Two hands. Oh, okay, so I hooked the back. See that? Hook that. Alright, so that's correct. Let me shimmy this way. The back is hooked, so it's going to come towards me just a little bit. Try not to break that clip too. Alright, let me see. Something's catching. I'm going to set you down. Too much movement. I'm trying to look through a phone. Alright. I think the negative terminal was just turned just a little bit, so it was in the way. Hook that side. Catching on something or too high up. Come on. Catching on something. Can't see it though. Something is binding or catching. Can't see it though. Try to shift the battery a little bit more. What is it caught on? These harnesses or something. Oh, you know what it is? It's the order that I'm doing this. That negative terminal is stuck in the way. Okay, good. I was trying to figure out what it was stuck on, but this terminal needs to go on the outside of the plastic housing. So we'll just disconnect that real quick. Pull that off. Pull the terminal out of the way. See if I can hold you. See, now slide this in. Slide this in. And yeah, see, now everything lines up super easy. Clip in the back, clip at the front. It's more of a hook, and then this one down here at the bottom is lined up, pressed into place, and then you could just lift this back onto it. And then your negative will go back on. Tighten. Once again, make sure this little clip right here snaps on, and there's this little plastic housing that comes down here. You have these little cables you tuck back in and get those secure. I should have put this on first. Behind it. So this one goes in the top, this one goes on the back, and the other one goes down to the bottom somewhere. It's like a little tab. It doesn't really clip in, just kind of pushes into place. There it goes. And now you clip the wires back in. And then to get rid of all the stuff you did, cover it all back up. It says that little nipple in the back, you just kind of press on, line it up, get it in there. What's going on? I get them down, lining things back up and getting the holes in there. Took a second, but got those lined back up. to tighten everything to the German standard. Guten tight. Alright, well, grab my key fob. I don't have the seat on yet, but can't fire her up. She's in neutral, so she's not going to jump across the garage. Alright, good to go. Probably shouldn't take 37 minutes, but I was fumbling around on my phone and I dropped the bolt. That anytime you drop a tool or drop a bolt, it adds a couple minutes for no reason. So, but 2021 Street Bob, that's the battery swap. It's in there. And now that it's been on, it'll fire up a little faster, usually. Alright, thanks for hanging out. Hopefully you guys learned something or entertained you for a couple minutes as you watch me fumble around with my nub fingers trying to screw in bolts. Alright, until next time.